Guys, it's been a really long time since I filmed a YouTube video. Usually I'd like get ready and put makeup on for this, but I know I look really rough right now. We're gonna ignore that because I need to talk about stuff. So I haven't filmed a YouTube video in a very long time. But my video about H. pylori is still getting a lot of views, a lot of comments, and I'm still getting a lot of questions sent to me. So this is more of a full, I think it's been a year and a half since I got rid of H. pylori. So I just thought I'd give a full update and say my progress. I'm going to add photos in this video of where I started weight-wise because I know that's still an issue with people gaining weight. And I just want to say that it was incredibly hard to gain weight. Incredibly hard to gain weight. Before I got H. pylori, my body would be able to gain weight so fast. I actually have polycystic ovaries, which gives you a bit of a idea that I could gain weight very quickly. I had weight issues when I was young, and then after I got H. pylori, it was just the hardest thing to freaking gain weight. Even trying to get my appetite up was so unbelievably hard. So to give a bit of backstory, before I got H. pylori, I was training in the gym, so doing a lot of weight training. I ate super healthy. Like super healthy. I'd have times where I would eat out and have, you know, junk here and there, but like most of the time I'd be having like steamed vegetables, potatoes, chicken, pasta, and I'd eat like so many vegetables and everything. And then like I was eating like that for a really long time. I was going to the gym and I was taking care of myself, and then all of a sudden just nausea every single day, and then I'd get acid reflux, obviously. So I'd be like training in the gym, feel super nauseous and super dizzy, and then it would just feel as if there was just acid just in my mouth, and it was great time, good moment. But either way, that's basically what I noticed what was wrong at the start, as well as that just my digestion was feeling really bad, severe bloating. I think I have a picture of when it was really bad here. I should be able to insert that here. And then I just realized something was off. And also I am so grateful for the doctor that she actually knew about H. pylori, because a lot of doctors don't even know about H. pylori at all, or they know very little about it. And a lot of people will maybe misdiagnose you for something along the lines of IBS because the symptoms are very similar. If you have experiences where you feel like there's air in your throat, or you're like, you know, getting a lot of air coming up more, or acid reflux or nausea, headaches, pains, stomach pains, cramps, no energy, brain fog, that's everything that I had, go to your doctor and actually ask them for a H. pylori test. It's a uranium pill that you have to take, and then it's usually a blow test, or they do it in several other ways like blood tests and stool samples and stuff like that. Either way, so after I went on the first round of antibiotics, which was 3 different antibiotics, watch my other videos because I actually state which ones they are. I'm pretty sure they're in the comments of some of the videos as well. After I went on the first round, felt so unbelievably horrible. I know a lot of people have been messaging me saying they went on the antibiotics and then after that they felt so sick. Yes, it made me feel so sick, no energy, and literally like the worst digestion ever. It was almost like H. pylori, but 10 times worse. So just know that feeling really awful on antibiotics is a common thing. Even when my mum had it, like she literally felt so horrible, like death, like pure death. So it is normal. Obviously not the greatest thing ever, but make sure you're taking probiotics. I didn't do that the first time, and then I just felt way worse after, and then I took probiotics a second time. And doctors like don't really tell you, and like sometimes if they do, they're probably like a really good doctor that's actually giving you that advice beforehand, but make sure you're taking them probiotics. Either way, after I had the 2 rounds of antibiotics and got an endoscopy, they saw that I just had slight inflammation in my stomach. I'm pretty sure that's something I'm probably going to have for a while because I still have really bad digestion to this day, but I do have polycystic ovaries. I'm pretty sure that takes into account of it because I'm not meant to have dairy or gluten, but I still will have them foods in my diet. So whilst I was having H. pylori, I made a video about stuff I ate. A lot of rice cakes, a lot of mashed potato, sweet potato, and broccoli, cauliflower, but everything was blended up because personally I couldn't eat anything that was solid. I just couldn't get it down because my throat was like like it was so that was what I would have. I drink a lot of soy milk. I don't know, like some people say you shouldn't have soy milk when you have it, but personally for me it didn't affect me. It actually just helped me get liquid in, because water was a lot harder to have. I know it sounds weird. In the healing process, after testing negative, eating and swallowing was really, really hard. The amount of times I choked and almost died. Because it's like not being able to eat properly for like over 2 years and then having to relearn eating. My anxiety was still really, really, really bad. I was still getting panic attacks like almost daily at one point. But that eventually calmed down, and I did go to a therapist, and some may say it helped. I don't know. I think it was personally just dealing with stuff on my own. Obviously, having like my best friend to help me throughout the whole process as well. But yeah, so that's what I experienced. Throughout having H. pylori, like I was really not in a good place, and brain fog was severe. But after that, like so much more better. I know a lot of people have been messaging about that and wondering like, will their like mental health get better? And for me it did. But yeah, so what else I'm gonna say? How I gained weight and actually got my appetite back after healing from H. pylori. I had to really slowly ease in other foods. I was still eating everything kind of blended for a very long time. And then I started bringing in stuff like bread, which I haven't had in like forever. I started slowly introducing coffee. You would have seen a video where I did like oats with some berries. I used to have to always cook fruit. Also, I'm congested, so that's why I sound like this. Also, I had to like cook fruit. So the acidity would be lower, but then eventually I could just have frozen berries on my oats. It was very hard to get down a lot of food, and I struggled for a very, very long time. And then here in Australia, we went into lockdown maybe 5 months after I got rid of H. pylori, and I struggled big time because I wasn't training, obviously, and even training after H. pylori, like weight training, was terrible. I just wasn't gaining any weight. My strength was getting there, but I wasn't gaining any weight. I'll insert some photos of where I started and like one of my lowest weights that I got down to, because it was just really hard to eat food. There was just no appetite at all. I personally think just the more food I was able to force feed down helped my appetite grow, because then your body's like, oh, more food, we're no longer in survival mode and we can eat now. But definitely a lot of weight gain shakes, they did help me at the start, but don't have weight gain shakes when you've just tested negative, because they will affect your digestion. This is like, I'm talking like a few months after I was negative, then I'd start to introduce that stuff. But I would have a lot of chickpea pasta, because that really helped. It wasn't too harsh on my stomach. And then even now, like the foods that I eat, like if I have dairy in a day, like I do not feel well, but I am lactose intolerant, so but now I can have like fast food and stuff, and it doesn't really affect me. I don't get any oh my god, I was so congested. I don't get any reflux anymore. The only time I'll ever get it is if I ate like really bad food one day, because my body still just doesn't like it. Do I get stomach pains still? Yes. But I've had that my whole entire life. I just have really bad digestion. I'm just trying to think what else I can say. To get back into the gym and to increase my energy was just a really, really long progress. It felt like no matter how much sleep I was getting, I was always damn tired. I don't really know how to say if it improved. I don't know. I went to working into like full time, and I guess that kind of made my body used to like being better at making energy. I don't know. Yeah, and then yeah, I just started eating more healthier, reintroducing stuff like rice and grains, and I still have chicken and rice and vegetables and potatoes. I'm still eating super healthy. Getting back into the gym was really, really hard. I had to eat so much food to gain weight. If you use MyFitnessPal, that really helped me to track how much food I was in eating. But it was really hard, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really recommend any like weight gain things that you'll see online. Everything's pretty dumb, besides just eating good amounts and eating more calorie-rich foods like peanut butter, salmon, breads, pastas, they really help, so you're not having to eat such a whole huge amount. But yeah, as I said, it was hard to eat bigger amounts because it would feel like I was choking all the time. I'd have to eat really, really slow. It used to take me like almost 3 hours to finish one meal, but now it only takes me like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and then if it's a bigger meal with a lot more chewing, it takes an hour, but I still have to chew my food a lot, because sometimes I still have problems with swallowing properly. But other than that, that's basically it. So I'm going to insert some photos of when I had H. pylori and now of how I'm looking in the gym. Again, I look really crusty today, and I'm super congested, but I just wanted to put this video out to help everyone. Also, I know everyone was really scared about stomach cancer, but don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. That is something that your doctor will advise you if that is an issue that will happen. But it is a rarity. It's usually if you have stomach problems for a very, 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 very long time, and then you get like ulcers and you get really big complications and it doesn't heal, that's when you'd be looking at that. But obviously go seek like professional opinion and help, because at the end of the day, I'm not a health professional. I just went through this experience. But yeah, I hope this helped. I can eat everything now. Everything besides dairy because I'm lactose intolerant. I can eat everything. I can do everything. And my energy is back up. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any more questions, and I'll try and respond to them as best as I can. Thank you.